again? You said what?
You know the reason why I'm here?
Why are you here?
My dryer quit this morning. I didn't know that it quit for a reason.
It quit for a reason.
Yeah.
What was the reason that your dryer quit, kind sir?
It quit because it knew that I would have to be here when you were here.
That's what I'm talking about.
How's that?
You are truly a man. You're not a man of faith, but you're a man of the Navy.
Yeah.
And that's worth its weight in gold. But could you just take a few seconds while you're folding up your nasty, dirty Bumpkin drawers? Them pants look like ridiculous. I mean, pants look ridiculous that I'm looking at. Like, it's like you put these jokers on. So no wonder you...
Be careful. You're talking about Mama's pants.
Oh, those are her pants. Oh, I didn't mean that. Oh. Here's the question. Here's the question.
That's a good question.
I gotta make sure. So I gotta put this thing back on the rails. I gotta put this back on track. So, could you explain to people, sir, what is your name and what is your affiliation with Toma?
Well, my name is Bumpkin Senior.
Bumpkin Senior, yes, the senior Bumpkin of Toma. And I'm an Afro Amish city Bumpkin.
Yeah.
So Bumpkin Senior.
I'm not a native, you know.
You're not a native of Toma?
No.
Oh. So Toma is made better because you're here. Because anybody that's not from Toma makes Toma better somehow. So where's home? Where was home originally?
Originally?
Yeah.
On the other side of the hill.
You talking about Sparta? You might as well said you was from Toma. That ain't nowhere. You are truly a Bumpkin Senior. All you did was retire.
Back in the good old days, you couldn't come over the hill.
Oh, really?
No.
What was so big to what? Because of bikes?
You couldn't come over the hill because if worse come to worse, I mean, if you really wanted to be in trouble, you would come over with the football team, and then you'd steal a Toma woman, and you would be in real big trouble.
The Toma women were like...
You don't steal a woman from over the other side of the hill.
Really?
Yeah.
So there was a Toma versus Sparta rivalry. Now, was the origin of the rivalry, is it the football team, the high school football team? So really that's what it was. So I forgot the guy's name who used to videotape the high school football games and basketball games. I forgot his name.
Fort McCoy, you know where that is?
Of course. Right in the middle of the hill.
Yep.
And so what's up with Fort McCoy?
My grandparents' farm was in the middle of the impact area.
No way. So they had to sell it out or like, wow.
My mother was on the government committee not committee, but part of the group of ladies that helped process all the buying of all of the government land.
Really?
Fort McCoy.
Wow.
Across from the post office in Sparta was a grocery store.
It was called what?
Rudy's Grocery Store.
Rudy's Grocery Store.
Across from the Sparta post office.
Yeah.
Okay, that is no longer.
Mm-hmm.
And at one time, there was a second story. And that's where that office was.
Ah.
And then there was a fire, and it burnt down the second story.
Dang.
But the grocery store went on.
Wow. Unbelievable. So
So
Fort McCoy is part
of the impact area.
Yeah.
Was where there used to be a lot of farms.
Mm-hmm.
And to this day, there's still.
Yeah, there's still some personal housing in that area.
There's old foundations.
Yeah.
There's used to be when the farmers had, they didn't have wells.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they didn't make wells, but they didn't have water tower.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, well.
And a water tower is used to put pressure, right?
Called cisterns.
Cisterns.
Yeah.
Cistern or cistern?
Cisterns, which was like building a silo.
Okay.
In the ground.
Gotcha.
But
gotcha.
it's up on the hill.
Gotcha.
Instead of a water tower, okay, and that would be like a humongous water tank built into the hill.
Gotcha.
So the water pressure
yes.
would flow down to the farm.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a good number of those that are out there in the middle
wow.
on some of those hills.
Doggone it. So a water tower and like that water on that water container on a hill, that builds water pressure. Is that where our water pressure comes from? Sort of?
The weight of the water.
The weight of the water. That's what I'm saying. Like when I take a shower, that's one thing, but those water towers is doing what for the city?
The weight of the water up here is pushing the water down through the pipes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So then when I turn on the spigot, the water coming out is, if there was no water tower, the water wouldn't even drip out because it's no whatever. So that's the reason why water towers exist.
Yeah, there's very few pumps pushing
right.
the water.
It's just gravity.
Yeah, there's more pumps, okay, in the sewage.
Right.
There's now you got to pump it.
You got to pump it out.
And keep it moving.
Right.
And then you got pumps.
Yes, I got you. That's not. You know what? I'm glad. You know what? You've earned my respect, Mr. Senior Bumpkin. Not only because you're folding your underwear and folding your stuff, but because you know stuff. Can I tell you one of the things that I have a recording that I have to find. I have a lot of recordings. I got a recording. Do you remember the auction that I came to visit?
Yep.
You do remember that?
I know. The other guy, I think, Kling.
Yes, Wayne Kling, yes.
Okay. He was working for a while to try and find out more information about Fort McCoy.
Yeah.
Because I think what he was looking for was information that there was a cemetery out in the middle of the impact area.
Really?
way back when. So he was trying to find out more information about who was buried there and if it ever got moved or if it.
Why does Wayne care so much?
I don't know.
He's a great man. I mean, I've spent a lot of years knowing him. I've been knowing him for at least since 2003. I mean, and he's an amazing man. I mean, you know, when his wife passed away, I was because I understood how great of a father he was from Jessica, his daughter. I was happy for Wayne, not about the mother, you know, about Jessica's mother passing away, not like, but he's a guy that basically, when you look at him, he's like you. It's like this guy's never gonna die, right? And when, you know, when you outlive another person, I don't know what that feels like. But just, I've been trying to pay attention to people that their spouse dies before them, and then I analyze and look at them and look at their lives and watching them kind of. Some of them are relieved. Some of them are, of course, they're sad. I mean, my brother-in-law, he lost his wife in 2017 or 2000. I think it was 2017.
Some people move on.
Yeah.
Some people are devastated. They're just are done with life.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Wayne,
and that's the same as some military people.
yeah,
Okay, they end up going down this road or that road, or drugs or alcohol, and all of a sudden they give up on life and say, "Oh, Uncle Sam owes me everything."
Oh my
whatever.
goodness.
Okay, so I mean, there's so many things.
Variables.
Is
Yeah.
lucky to deal with different things,
Right.
in a different way, but
Yeah.
whatever you do, life keeps moving on.
Yes, and you keep moving on.
You have to have the feeling for the moment, but and you never forget. But you got to move on.
Yes.
The bills keep coming, life keeps moving, and so you got to.
Yes. So.
You got to find a way to keep going.
So Mr.
When you got divorced,
Yes.
you can't say it's the end of the world. You got
It's
to
not.
say, hey, keep going. Get up and get after it.
So
Something's going to crack, and we got to. This is the way to go.
So my final question before I let you get out of here, Mr. Senior Bumpkin, my name is Matt Ellipsis, Afro Amish City Bumpkin, right? And I'm adding another little label on top of that, but I'll tell you later. So, have I earned the privilege, sir, of acquiring your phone number so that during your Senior Bumpkin downtime, I may reach out to you to get some advice and hear some words of wisdom before you,
As long as we're able to give it.
Yes. Is that something I can? Have I earned the ability to, get your, I had the work phone number. It's still in my phone. You know what I'm saying? But it don't work anymore. Unless it does still work. That's still, you can transfer the work phone number to your phone. They can call you up.
You can call me at my phone number because that goes to KO.
It does go to KO. Okay, you gave them the phone number too. You gave them a phone bill. Well, my business, you got to take that phone bill too.
Yeah, so my dad had a farm north of the county home in Sparta.
Yeah. North of the county where?
So just north of Sparta is the county farm.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so my dad had a farm north.
Yeah.
Okay, so back in the good days, okay, when Fort McCoy first started, there was very little housing. So there was a lot of people. My folks had 6 kids, 3 boys and 3 girls. Country farmhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Good old-fashioned wood stove, story and a half.
Mm.
And it had more like attic loft.
Yeah, yeah.
Separate areas.
Right.
So at one time, we had 3 other military couples
Wow.
living with us in the same house.
Wow. Wow. Oh my God.
There was no military housing.
Right.
There was no, very little on the PXs.
Yeah.
So people everywhere found it. If there was a hole to crawl in,
Yes.
that's.
I think, ladies and gentlemen, I think the Senior Bumpkin is basically offering me a place to stay. I think that's what he's saying. He said his parents did it, and he might as well do it. So these are my clothes right here. This is all I got right here. Is so you just let me know the address, and I'll show on up, and I don't care whatever hole you put me in, I'll be there. I like dinner at 6 o'clock promptly, so I don't know who cooks, but I get a little bit angry if I don't have my dinner, and I also do like a foot rub at 8:30.
That's why you think you got just time.
Anyway, I'm grateful to you, Mr. Senior Bumpkin. You deserve a salute from me. Oh, let me do this. I got to do this. Okay, this is what I got to do. Hold on. This is what I got. Now,
There you go.
I got Senior Bumpkin. That's right. Boom. Let me take a couple pictures real quick. Uh-oh. I got to get my finger out of
There
here.
you go. There you go.
So,
enjoy the day and help somebody smile.
I'm going to do that. You helped me smile today. He helped me smile today. He is former Easy Storage, and now he's Easy Living.
No, they don't know about that.
You don't know about Easy Living?
We keep smiling. Spreading the smile.
Spreading the smile. All right. I'm building a lyrical monument, something like balloons and flowers on the side of the road, but not with the same sadness. Something like a 4-minute cartoon to inspire gladness, not necessarily funny or goofy or stupid. I had this, don't know what they call it, but something to say good, not really a testimony. More like a testimony, but don't trip, cause I made up a word, don't make me flash my artistic license and registration. Just let me be on my way, let me finish what I got to say, cause it ain't gonna take me long to get to the main point of this song. Not trying to go on and on and on and on. If you bump this at the literal break of dawn, you probably gonna have a great day, cause you feeling really strong. Everything may not be perfect, but I really cannot complain. So many folks deal with their hard times by avoiding the problem. When they're talking about them, it's like somebody has robbed them, but the solution evades them. Sometimes the root of the fruit of the tree, perspective that puts on the suit of the seed. Your issues not newer than new issues be. They all got their urgency, push you to stress. Step back, take a breath, and you'll see what I mean about your vision mentally. Some simple optimism could smack the situation back into reality. Don't be a punk and let depression keep you on the floor. As long as you got breath, you can punch and punch and punch and punch some more. Cause though the mind is where the battlefield and combat is, you got the God P, the words up on your lips. What you've been talking about, your situation does affect it. If you call it done deal, dead, it can't be resurrected. If you start to vocalize the immeasurable hope that does more than helps you cope, turn your mountain to a slope and your fountain make it flow. Cause you pounding what you spoke into a real. Most don't know how to operate in kingdom principles exist, and the very framework of the planet is the word of God. Who cares if you ain't heard of God? I'm talking about perspective, optimism, speaking positively. Why you arguing? You came to me with your problem. Silver and gold I cannot give you. Let me help you to your feet with this concept for your vernacular. Everything may not be perfect. He is on the throne, but I really cannot complain. What's my motivation? Watching my kids grow, hearing my wife sleep. I gaze up on the beauty, kiss her on the cheek before I hit the grind in the office. Dealing with these people's problems, prescribed to solve them, can make me nuts. So I meditate on retirement, making moves like chess, because my wife's got a plan in that I shall invest in the prospectus, daily direction and prayer. Slowly we will get there, ain't worried about fair. It rains on the just here like on the unjust there. When I'm burdened with my cares, I go into my prayers, then I listen. Then I write the vision down plainly for precision, cause complaints don't solve themselves, they're just the friction in the mission. So I must fix my perspective so I'm not a house in division. M3dots.com presenting music for the kingdom. Priest, watch what you speak when you're under pressure. Under pressure, can you put your tongue on a lead? Everything may not be perfect, oh, Jesus is still on the throne, but I really cannot complain. I won't complain, I won't complain, no. Everything may not be perfect, but I really cannot complain.